Right, so now you know what the barbarians were, they were Israelites. They were Hellenistic Jews. Hellenist means Hellenist meaning a person living in Hellenistic time who was Greek in language, outlook, and the way of life, but was not Greek in ancestry. Pardon. So what are they teaching you? What are they telling you? What are the Edomites telling you? They make it their own tongue to fall upon themselves. What are they telling you? They're not gonna teach you like that, but they write it, you know. But they're not gonna teach you in schools and stuff like that. Often you see videos on YouTube. Then you see in the comment, so-called black videos. Then you see in the comment section, why don't they teach this in schools? Why don't they teach black history this in school? Why would they? They are your enemy. They're not supposed to be teaching you. You're supposed to figure it out. Lord willing, of course, or else you're not gonna get it anyway. You know? But the thing is that our people really want to rely on another race to teach them. Like, what? That shows you that you're cattle. You're a slave. You're a homeborn slave, basically. That's what the Lord called us. Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Why do they want to serve their enemies? Like, they want to. It's like you being fed and watered like cattle, schooled, policed, jobbed. You want a job, go to them. You're clothed, you go to them. You want to set up a business, you need to go to them. You don't want to do stuff on your own. A lot of these Israelites, they really think that they're Africans, right? Why don't you go back to Africa? No, it's a lot of work. Why? No, 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 I'm scared. I'm not prepared. Because they know that if they go there, then they're on their own. The government is not going to help you. So they stick around Esau because Esau is helping you to a certain degree compared to the other nations, the governments, I mean, like, he ain't even helping you, but it really looks like that because he is a deceiver. He gives out so-called welfare and stuff like that. For example, in Africa, you're not gonna get that. Are you stupid? You're not gonna get that. You better get your bitch ass up in the woods over there, start farming. You better work. Oh, you better wait for the rain to come and feed you. Because if there ain't no rain, you ain't eating, starving to death. Then you gotta move to a city where you have stores where other people go and farm the land and then bring that food into their stores and feed you. Then you're gonna have to rely on them. You're not, because if you have a farm and you want to rely on the land, you're gonna have to rely on the Heavenly Father. You're gonna have to rely on so-called nature, the water, the land that you have in order for you to feed. You're gonna be subject to the elements, because around there you don't. Let's say you walk in you're 2 kilometers away from your house, and you're walking toward the house. If there comes a rain, guess what? There are no buildings for you to hide. You're going to get wet, 100%. Or you might go and stand under a tree. Another animal might be right there next to you, also waiting for the rain to go down. He's like, oh, I didn't know you was trying to hide from the rain too. Well, I was actually hungry, but then you popped up. Hi, howdy. You know, how you doing? How you doing today, sir? Been skiddy up on out of there, right? So going back to the book of Judges, chapter 3, verse 8. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them. Oh yeah, groves. Groves are trees. Groves are woods. Where you have idol worshippers. Yeah. The sacred is not goddamn sacred, boy. It's sacred to them. But you have a lot of demonic things going on around there. If you go to a woods and you see things like this, get the fuck out of there. That's a place of worship, satanic worship, man. These East Indians do it. The Asiatic people do it in Thailand and all these type of things. They have places like this where they go and then they worship. You know, these type of places, for example, you know, was just all set up, you know, in order for them to go at their altars, and then they do sacrifices over there, or ritualistic worships and all that type of stuff. Might be child sacrifice. I don't know. You have water there, look, like a thing. Then they put the drinks, offerings and stuff, like drink offerings or animal offerings, like chicken, blood offerings. Could be a person, you know, and all that type of stuff. In the woods. They're in the woods right now, by the way. But they cleaned it up and they rounded it off, like in a circle or something like that, for example, like these type of things, which is where is this, India? Okay, this is India too, where they worship what animals. They look like a baboon. This look like a giraffe or something like that. This look like a baboon again, you know. Oh, that type of stuff. And the Bohemian Groves is where Esau does all his worship, child sacrifice. Wait, let me show you something. No, you know what? I don't want to show you. They used to hang so-called black people over there too. You know, you can look that up for yourself. Bohemian Groves hang black people. Just type that in. You gonna see. You know, or burn them. We got pictures of that too. Sacrifices. Yeah, they ain't scared. They put that shit online. What you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do shit. You can't even stop them from mangling your kids' genitals. And you love your kids, right? Shit. Going on. Judges 3:8. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan yeah, that name here, king of Mesopotamia. And the children of Israel served him 8 years as slaves, because the Lord sold us. He put it in the mind of the kings. The Lord said, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he turned it whithersoever he willeth, like the river. Proverbs 21:1. 21 verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the heart, which is the mind, the hearts. Yeah. Verse 9. And when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, Yahweh raised up a deliverer to the children of Israel, who delivered them, even Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, which was an Israelite. The son of Kenaz, which was Caleb's younger brother. Othniel, the son of Kenaz. And the Spirit of Yahweh came upon him, and he judged Israel, and went out to war, and the Lord delivered Cushan Rishathaim. Okay, Cushan Rishathaim, right, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand, which is the land of Aram. Where is it here? These lands were a single name here. Those are the lands of Aram here. I could have put green, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe could put green. It's more. Yeah, it's more bright. Like it's more on singular. Like it pops out. That's what I mean. It's not suspicious, but it's, yeah, you could say remarkable. That's actually not what I mean, but it's good too. It marks out, you know. Yeah. Verse 11. And the land had rest 40 years, and Othniel the son of Kenaz died, and the children of Israel did evil against in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord. So where was that actually? Here, Mesopotamia. This is Mesopotamia, which means the land between rivers. This is Mesopotamia here. And what word is it? a Greek word again, means between rivers, but it's actually the land between rivers. That's what it actually means. Yeah, also Mesopotamia, or rather Sumer, which is Sumeria. And what did the people of Sumeria call themselves? What did they call themselves? Sumer, which is Sumeria, which is Mesopotamia. It's the same thing. They just playing around stupid with words and stuff like that. But it shows you, wait, let me do it faster here. Right. So it says the Sumerians called themselves the black-headed people in their land, which is the land of Shinar, which is that same land here. Mesopotamia, all that there. That's the land of Shinar is here, where Babylon is. Babylonia also. It's all the same word. It's crazy. There's mass confusion what they're doing. Deceivery. But the Lord willing, he's going to straighten everything out. You know what I'm saying? They're the straight-haired people, but they gay as hell. You know what I'm saying? We're the crooked-haired people, but we're straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Straight up. So it says here, the black-headed in their land in cuneiform. Okay. Cuneiform. Okay, script was simply the land, or the land of the black-headed people. And in the biblical book of Genesis, Sumer is known as Shinar. So, the land of Shinar. That's where the people went to, actually. As you can see here, the people moved to Shinar. Here, Genesis 11:2. Genesis 11:1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar and dwelled there. And that is where you have Babylon and Babel and all these type of funky places and stuff like that. You get that from there. And who was there then, therefore? Here. Then you had Ashur, Papa there, went from here. He went from Babel. He went to there. They call this region here Babylonia. But you have the city Babylon, and then actually the city is Babel. But in the English is Babylon, which is also a Greek word here. Babylon actually is Babal. That was the real word for that place. Babal. Anyway, Babylonia is the same thing. Is the land of Shinar. All that there. It's that's it there. Okay, going back to over here. Genesis I actually clipped. Where did I put it? I clipped it away. Here. Oh yeah, here. Yeah. So people went there. So back to over here. So it says here, Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord, and he gathered unto him. So Eglon, the king of Moab, he gathered unto him the children of Ammon and Amalek, Esau, and the Japanese. These are the Chinese. And went and smote Israel, and possessed the city of the palm trees. And possessed the city of palm trees. And what is that? Deuteronomy 34, if I'm correct. 34 and 4 or 2. 34 here. 34 and 3. Deuteronomy 34 and 3. And the south, and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. So Jericho is the city of palm trees. So where is that? That's here. Benjamin land. They took it. They took over Benjamin land, which is the first place that we actually took over when we, after we killed them, the Sihon and Og, King Og and King Sihon, which are two. Og was of the ancient giants, and Sihon was like, he was a big dude too. Everybody was big, but they were bigger. Here were giants. Lebanon, which is Hamath and the Hittites and stuff like that. They were giants. If you see the buildings that they built, you'd be like, that's not a regular person's size. What the hell is that? Those were giants. But if they speak that truth, then they would have to tell you that the Bible is the truth, which they don't want to. That's why you have a lot of different philosophies. Their science, religion, crapaloni teaches Big Bang and stuff like that. But their religious sect, which is a sect, they teach Caesar Borgia, the caucus Jesus dude, and that other caucus guy that they call God, but it's Zeus. But Zeus is a dark-skinned man, by the way. Anyway, the point is that a bunch of caucus people, that's what they teach, which is not the truth. But the point is that here with this tongue, with this snake tongue side, they teach the Bible, Christianity, and stuff like that. And then with the other side of the tongue, they teach Big Bang Theory. Right? That's what they do. Confusion. Just like you having a birthday, and I bring somebody on your birthday where you have a party at, and then I come in your party in your house, and I celebrate my friend his birthday in your house, and I bring your guests, nearly all of them, except maybe one or two. I bring them away to another place and to celebrate my friend his party, which is basically what they're doing with Satan Claus and that so-called birth of their Edomite Jesus and stuff like that, which they say that it is, but we know it's Nimrod. But the point is that they say that that's the so-called birth for this Jesus dude, right? What they teach, whatever, their version of it. So they celebrate two persons on one day, which is Santa Claus from the North Pole. He's a fat dude chilling with flying reindeers and all that type of stuff, and he just flies around, come bring things to the little children and stuff like that, right? But it's also the birth of Jesus. But they say that while coughing. Jesus, oh. Let's celebrate Christmas today, Christmas. Jesus, right? And then they go on with their little bullshit. They're lying to you. Same thing with with the bunnies. They say that that's the Passover. That's what they say. What the rebirth of Jesus or something? The Easter bunny, right? But they celebrate the bunny guy that lays the eggs. So they're playing with you, man. They're celebrating two people in your face, and nobody ain't saying anything because they're stupid, and they want to tend on to the caucus. But if I was to come and say, hey, how should I say dark skin man? Doesn't matter. That's not what it says in the Bible. Bunnies is not in the Bible that lays eggs. What the fuck you talking about, dude? Flying reindeers is not in the Bible. But you associated that with the... Yeah, because the caucus says so. Whatever the caucus say. The caucus being right now in my mouth. Hey, these people are stupid, boy. I'm telling you. They're real funny. How that thou would have... again, Deuteronomy. Yeah, Deuteronomy here. Got it. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse... Man, wow, where is it again? It's somewhere here. Oh, that thou were wise. Oh, yeah, here. What's it in? No, that's not it. Oh, that thou wert. This one? Oh, yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 20. No. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that thou wert wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. Their stupid ass ways. Also, because they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. But only the elect will get it. So that's why we're doing the video, starting with the other apostles on down. We're not doing it for the rest of these clown ass Negroes. The Native Americans, the Latinos. We're not doing it for them. We're doing it for the elect. Why? Because only the elect will actually get it, and they're gonna find it. So it doesn't matter. All we need to do is just make these videos, put it out there, even if it's one man that watches any video of ours, starting with the elder apostles on down at Great Millstone in America. Even if it's just one, it doesn't matter. The Lord had done his deed. You know. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. They're not thinking. They're not asking themselves like, why are we schooled by you? Why are we housed by you? Why are we fed and watered by you and even clothed by you? That's why you have our daughters dressing all skank shit about what the hell are you wearing, man? The caucus put it in the store. I saw it and I bought it. And my mother bought it for me. How about that? You know? You got kids walking around with BBLs on purpose because they mama a hoe. Wait. This is what you get when you let black females loose. I think these are Latina females, but they niggas too. Anyway. This is what you get when you let a beast loose, like a savage fucking beast. Then you get this, you know? It's like holding a child on a leash or something. Like, I don't even want to fucking see this shit, man. You know, you want to snatch that mother up and show her the ropes. You know? You can find this TikTok thing. You can find it. All you need to do is just type in children with BBLs walking and stuff like that. And then you have another one over here, you know, her mother put her like that. Yeah, you know, it's a burdensome thing. Let me close this. It's a burdensome thing when you see stuff like this. You'd be like, these females don't deserve children, boy. You know, but Esau gives them. You know, and are all 100% of them like this? No, they're not. So just like with not 100% of them hate us, but you have a big majority of them that hate the shit out of us, you know. So hey, you go figure. Why don't you go count? I bet you. Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, I don't know. You're not gonna miss hands if you count them, the ones that are better. You know. You're not gonna miss hands, miss fingers, nothing. You're just gonna be right on time and correct. Out of the 10, you might find sometimes 0. You know, out of 1,000, you're gonna find 0. How about 10? You're gonna find 0. Out of 10,000, you're gonna find 0. 20, 100,000, you might find 1. Out of 1,000 men, you're gonna find 1 man that's a better man. Out of 1,000 women, go try. Job found out in the beginning everything was all good, and then when bad stuff started to happen, he said, you act like one of the wicked women. Yeah, you already had her. She was already a demon, but everything was good. So she stuck around and played the good, because she's an actress. She deserves an award. Give her a caucus statue. A caucus male statue. Because he's the one that supplies them with the bullshit. But anyway, sorry. Now it says in Judges chapter 3 verse 14. So the children of Israel served Eglon, the king of Moab, 18 years. But when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, Yahweh raised them up a deliverer, Ehud, the son of Gera, a Benjamite, a man left-handed. And by him the children of Israel sent a present unto Eglon, the king of Moab, like the Smurfs. A present. But Ehud made him a dagger, which had 2 edges of a cubit length. I don't know how long that is. It says from your pink to your forearm, your elbow, sorry. But men used to be bigger. If you have a 2 meter wingspan as a man, Yeah, a cubit is much bigger for you than for a short, normal, so-called nowadays normal length person, I should say. And he did gird it under his raiment upon his right thigh. Yeah, man. Because he was left-handed. But he was left-handed. So, yeah. And he brought the present unto Eglon, king of Moab. And Eglon was a very fat man. Even American. No, he's a Chinese. He's a Moabite. I'm just poking the reality fun. Because only fat people are there. There are fat people all over the world. But not like there, because they got the paranoid food. They got the crazy food over there. Woo! People kill each other for food over there. Meanwhile, the whole land is full of opportunities to get food. It's not like you are in a country that America destroyed, calling it a third world country. They made them poor and starving and stuff like that. Probably used the harp in order for it not to rain over there. But then again, the Most High said, the land that sinned against me, I will send a famine on that land. No rain. So it's the Lord ultimately is allowing Esau to do things. I have made thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, I have made thee. Judges 3:18. And when he had made an offering, made an end to offer the present, he sent away the people that bare the present. But he himself turned again from the quarries that were by Gilgal, and said, I have a secret errand unto thee, O king. Who said, keep silence. Basically, shut up. I'm talking to you. And all that stood by him went out from him. And Ehud came unto him. And he was sitting in a summer parlor, which he had for himself alone. And Ehud said, I have a message from Yahweh unto thee. That's just funny. That's just funny. I have a message from the Lord. Wait, I have a message from the Lord. Oh, sorry. Huh? I have a message from the Most High, Yahweh, unto thee. And he arose out of his seat. And Ehud put forth his left hand, and took the dagger from his right thigh, and thrust it into his belly. And the haft also went in after the blade, so the shaft. And the fat closed upon the blade. What? So that he could not draw the dagger out of his belly, and the dirt came out. Shit. Feces came out. That's the dirt. And then when I read this for the first time, I got a brainstorm. I was thinking of this one. I literally thought of this. Because I was like, yeah, I know this. I know that scene. Now I know where the Asiatic people got that from. They got that from the scriptures. Because they put it in their cartoon. Hokuto. That shit is dope, man. That shit is dope. Yeah, just like how you may be like, hey, but thought you hate Chinese people. That's not Chinese, that's Japanese, by the way. I thought you hate them. All of them. I'll tell you this. Esau hates us too, but he still listens to, he still watches, I don't know, how you call that thing again? NBA basketball and football. But they hate you. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to hate all of them, man. Not all the time. You know. Not all of them. Okay, so he coming out here. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. But this is the point. Where is it again? It was stuck. He hit him. It was stuck. And he looked Chinese. This is Eglon, man. I'm telling you. This is Eglon. He was stuck. And then he smacked him, of course. And then he was like, oh man, what the fuck? What just happened? And then the thing closed again among him, right? Closed up again. But anyway. So this Eglon, to me, you know, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I read that scripture. I was like, I know that scene. That came to my head. Then Ehud went forth through the porch and shut the doors of the parlor upon him and locked them. So basically shit came out after he stabbed him, and his hand was stuck. The dagger was stuck in its belly. When he was gone out, his servant came, and when they saw that, behold, the door of the parlor was locked, they said, surely he covereth his feet in his summer chambers. But basically, they thought he was sleeping, if I'm correct. And they tarried till they were ashamed. And behold, he opened not the doors of the parlor. I think they thought he was taking a dump, if I'm correct. He covered his feet. That was taking a dump, if I'm correct. Wait, let me see something. What was it again? Judges 3:24. Yeah, he relieved himself. He was taking a shit. You can catch that in the Hebrew actually also here. Judges 3. Judges 3. Oh, snap. Judges 3. Judges chapter 3 verse, let me see something, 24. He covered himself. Sorry, right here. He covered himself. Euphemism. No, not that one, right? He covered his feet. Anyway, it's somewhere it says it. It wow. It explains that it. It explains it. It explains it. It's somewhere where, let me double check that again then. He was relieving himself. You can catch that with, how you call him again? Saul also did the same thing. Saul covered his feet. Saul. Yeah. Here it says it. That's how I understood it. First Samuel chapter 24, and of course the other testament. I mean the other translation. First Samuel chapter 24 verse 3. And he came to the sheepcotes by the way, where was a cave, and Saul went in to cover his feet. That's how I knew, like, oh, he was taking a dump. And David and his men remained in the sides of the cave. So yeah, when it says cover his feet, he was taking a dump. And so they thought that Eglon was taking a dump. He was taking shit. His shit did come out through opening in his stomach, where the food is all there, and the feces and all that type of stuff. So let me see. And they tarried till they were ashamed. It was like, oh man. And behold, he opened not the doors of the parlor. Therefore they took a key and opened them, and behold, their lord was fallen down dead on the earth. And Ehud escaped while they tarried, while they was waiting for him to be done with taking a dump. He wasn't taking, well, he did get dumped, you know. But anyway, and passed through beyond the courtiers, and escaped unto Sheirath. And it came to pass, when he was come, that he blew a trumpet in the mountain of Ephraim. And the children of Israel went down with him from the mount, and he before them. And he said unto them, follow after me, for Yahweh had delivered your enemies the Moabites into your hand. And they went down after him, and took the fords of Jordan, toward Moab, and suffered not a man to pass over. They killed them all. Nobody was to pass. They killed them. And they slew of Moab at that time about 10,000 men, all lusty, and all men of valor. And there escaped not a man. All of them were tough guys, bro. And they killed them. The mighty man of Moab, the mighty men of Moab, got smoked. And here you have Ehud, of course, in the valley of Jericho in Gilgal. And then this is the place where you had Moab over there. Here, you had, where is it? Moab was here, but we were here, and at that time, you know, we were struggling with them, so they was here and stuff like that. We were fighting against them because we was in captivity, and they took over our lands, by the way, at that time, by the way. So verse 30, Judges 3 and 30. So Moab was subdued that day under the hand of Israel, and the land had rest 80 years. So they didn't bother us for 40 years. What? Wait a minute. 1 score is 20, so 4 score is 80 years. Here, 4 score. 80. 1 score is 20, so 4 score is 80. Wait. Definition. A score is here, a group or set of 20, or about 20. No, but in this case it's 20. It's not about 20, it's 20. So 4 score is 80 years. So 80 years we had peace, basically. And after him was Shamgar, the son of Anath, which slew of the Philistines 600 men with an ox goad. And he also delivered Israel. What is an ox goad? It's a farm, it's a thing that you have, not farming, I mean like for livestock and oxen and stuff like that. You know, you could prick them. You could prick them, make them do the work a little bit faster. And yeah. Or it had this shape. Ancient ox goad. It basically had some, they say that this is Shamgar, like a blonde devil. The ox goad. Weapons of the Bible. The ox goad. That's not an ox goad. That's a sword type. This is an ox goad. Like a stick to prick the animals with in order for them to do the job. And then this one they say also is that guy, Shamgar, which is not the truth. This is an Edomite, man. Shamgar was a Israelite. But of course, you know, they are the devil, so they replace themselves like in the movies too, you know. But when it is Kings of Egypt movie, but when it is Jake's, they'd be like, this is white, no, blackwashing. The Gods of Egypt was it? That wasn't even Kings of Egypt. Oh, okay. Right, when you see this and stuff like that. But these are Hamites. But what do they put? They put much pale Arabs. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, man. The Arabs being pushed as the people of Egypt and stuff like that, and you have the Edomites being pushed as the Israelites. This is just hilariously funny. It's just hilariously funny. Almost have no dark-skinned people in the whole movie whatsoever. Only these. You got this one and this one, and I think a few, but they love to put the females, and the females are most of the time actual African females. You know, or West African actually, which are actually Israelites, but they're African looking. You have another one over there. I wouldn't, you know, you can pay a nigga cheap. You can buy a nigga cheap. You know, you always have a nigga that will participate in the caucus, his image of portraying you. The rest are Arabs. And they're white-skinned Arabs too at that. You know, there are other Arabs that are much darker than that. You know, but anyway, so you can pay a nigga cheap. I mean, they have a Broadway lay slaves twerking. You can buy a nigga cheap, man. You can buy a nigga cheap, man. Off Broadway play, slaves play, where you have the slaves twerking for their masters and stuff. You got a nigga, yeah. You could pay a nigga cheap, man. You could buy a nigga cheap, man. You know what I'm saying? You could buy a nigga cheap. This nigga got paid, man. Not even fucking millions. Probably a few $100. I don't know. Might be a, I don't know. Might be 1,000. I don't know. I bet your ass it ain't no million. I bet your ass for sure. I bet your ass for sure. It ain't no million. Black woman dressed as a slave twerking. Hey, man. Satire twerk into tragedy of in Jeremiah O'Hara's slave play. Slave play. That's the name of the thing. Slave play review is the name of the, how you want that thing? The play. I mean, you know, the theater thing. Yeah, man, you got this beast working, you know, but hey, that's what a nigga do. I can't even get mad. I want to, but I don't have the power. And if I have the power, it's gonna be like Jaws on land. Dun 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 dun. Dun. It's gonna be funny, but I don't have the power. So what am I supposed to be doing right about now? I'm supposed to know that the Heavenly Father is taunting me. He taunted me with this. I was like, yo, get with this bitch. Fuck. I'm not even gonna get mad at the cave monkey for doing that shit. I'm getting mad at you. Me. I won't smoke you like a pack. And I don't even smoke. I'm gonna roll your ass up and light that shit up, man. Set your ass on fire. You gonna be smoking. You gonna turn into a real pack. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy Jeremiah chapter 24 verse 9. And I will deliver them to be removed in all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt. You cutting in too deep, Lord. You cutting in too deep. That's not funny no more. And a curse. Oh shit. In all places where the eye shall drive them. Yep. And this nigga got real hair. Ain't that a bitch? He went out his way to go find this one. Because when they do the shows, when they do the movies and stuff like that, I forgot which movie I saw, man. Damn, I saw the movie a few days ago. And I saw the black evil woman doing the thing again. You know, when they have these so-called black females playing evil characters, they really good at that shit, man. I'm looking at them like, damn, you make me angry, man. You're evil. You're really good. But they always put the fat black woman. Even Hulk. No, I don't think. No, I don't think it was this one. It was it's fat black woman syndrome. Fat black woman syndrome. Angry all the time and all always this type of shit in the movies. Big mouth, loud. You know, I always have seen this. They want to put the fat black woman in there, and then that is then the how they portray the women. Fat black women are Black history too. Yeah, because they put the most of you in the movies, and then they make you be the grumpy female, you know, that represents all so-called black female. The loud mouth, always got some shit to say, you know, always competitive to work their own. Always have, you ain't gonna talk to me. That's how they actually portray you. And that's what people see across the world. The hungry black woman stereotype at the work. They always do that. They always put them in those type of casts. Those type of scenes. In movies. Always loud mouth. Always just irritating. Always trying to fight. You know, be all manly and stuff like that. Dissecting the strong black woman. Why you got to put the word strong there? If you're already strong, you don't hear the strong black man. You don't hear the strong white woman. She's feminine, and with that thing, she can actually murder people. You raped me? Yeah. That's it. You're in jail. It could be, or back in the days, that was a death sentence. But it's all good because the Lord is punishing us. So, you devils, think you're great. Once that time comes, we gonna hurt you for all these type of cartoons. This is a taunt and a reproach. But they were allowed to do that. But they're going too far. Let me finish it up with this one. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, modern day, let's say Esau. O Esau, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand, in the Edomite's hand, is the Lord his anger toward the Israelites. Why? I will send Esau against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. To take the spoil, they did rob us. And to take the prey, we are the prey, and they did enslave us. And to tread them down like the mire of the street, they did step on us. Verse 12. Wherefore, it shall come to pass, that when the Lord had performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, all 12 tribes. Yes, you had the daughters of Jerusalem, or the daughter cities that came after that. So it's basically talking about all the tribes, starting with Judah and Benjamin and Levi. Anyway, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria. Wait a minute, you sent them. You sent them to come and kill us. People might say. And that's the truth. And the glory of his high looks. Why is the Lord going to punish him after he sent him? Well, for the king of Assyria, modern day king of Assyria is Esau, for he saith, by the strength of his own hand has he done it, and by his wisdom has he achieved this great victory. Because he's thought, I'm so strategic, I beat them up, and I'm so smart. That's what actually they think. They think they're smarter than us. For I am prudent. A prudent person is a person that looks toward the future with great care and thought. And I have removed the bounds of the people and have robbed their treasures. And I have put down the inhabitant like a valiant man. He think he tough. He really think he tough. Possessing or showing courage or determination. Esau think that way too. When they came against Jerusalem and Samaria, which is the southern kingdom, representative of the southern kingdom and representative of the northern kingdom. The two kingdoms. Right, so the kingdom of basically Joseph or Ephraim, and the kingdom of Judah, which were Benjamin and Levi. Sorry, Judah, Benjamin, and small portions of Levi. And here were the other 10 tribes. Yeah, I just said 13. If you count what I just said, I said 13. But Levi wasn't considered a tribe at that time, and Dan was here among them. Dan. That's the truth. I don't know where Dan is right now. I don't know. The Lord said, I don't know. It doesn't say anything in the scripture, so I'm not going to talk about it. I have my ideas. I mean, Denmark, the mark of Dan, that's Denmark. The Vikings, just like the Barbarians and stuff like that. Yeah, we were them. That was us. And the Vikings, people, you know what? I'm gonna repeat only what the elder said. The Vikings are the tribe of Dan. They were that. Yeah, the Vikings, those were the ones. The Barbarians, yeah, them too. Yeah. So yeah. That's what the elder Paul, a great millstone in America says. That's all that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna repeat it because I looked into it and I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna look into it too much. I'm not doing that. I looked into it a little bit and I was like, yeah, this makes sense. Then I left it. Why would I go on? I mean, to search out not the things that are too high for the. Sorry, I'm stretching out. I gotta go. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.